Alright, I'm going to make a quick video here. This video is for RT. It's a request by him. I'm going to paint this mailbox. I bought this mailbox as a surprise for my neighbor. I have a really cool mailbox and their mailbox is hideous, so I thought I'd be a nice guy to make a mailbox for it. I bought a mailbox for him. I'm going to paint it pearl white for him. I'll clear it, and I'm using auto body paint. But I'm going to go over my prep process. I was kind of in the process and thought I'd just make a quick video. This is a product I really like. It's they're called blend preps or scuff aids, scuff and cleans. This is particular products made by SEM. It's called SEM Prep Scuff and Clean. It's basically like a Gojo for your hands. It's gritty. It'll kind of supercharge your Scotch-Brite. So I gave this a light sand with 400, and basically I use this stuff to, it really, when you don't want to do a lot of sanding with a sandpaper and you just want to supercharge your Scotch-Brite and get a thorough profile scratch is what they call it. I really like this product for a lot of uses, and one of the uses is to actually clean and abrade plastics. So that's essentially for bumpers, rubber bumpers, plastic parts. It's great. It basically supercharges your Scotch-Brite and makes it scuff a little bit quicker and more thoroughly. So I'll put a little dollop on there. I'll dip it in water. It takes a little bit of practice to use this stuff. That way you don't rinse the product out of your Scotch-Brite. If you use too much water, it's a consistency thing. If you use too much water, it'll tend to rinse the product out. So it's kind of a delicate balance of how you do it. So here's what I do is I put a little bit on my Scotch-Brite. You can use more than that. I dip it in water, and then I'll lightly start to work it in the panel. And it's gritty, and so it works real well basically at scuffing things. And if you're to use it, Scotch-Brite without it, it'll take twice as long to get the same result. So there's a certain feel you get when you're using this product. And basically what this product is designed for is scuffing blend panels without actually sanding them. So I'll actually add a little bit more to it, just a little dollop right like that. This was essentially used, so basically what you do is you use this stuff when you want to scuff blend panels without actually sanding them with like 600, 800, 1,000 are probably your most common grits for blend panels. But this is just gives it a real nice scratch profile. It'll and you don't, one thing about this that I don't do, I use probably medium pressure. I pretty much let the Scotch-Brite do the work. I'm super thorough with it, but I don't, it makes it more aggressive, so I don't put a lot of pressure on it. So I'm gonna wrap this lip. But I really like this product for a lot of reasons. Sometimes I'll use it as well for, say for example, you have a panel that's might be questionable, might have been at a detail shop and there's been some dressing, that kind of stuff. That's basically, I'll pre-prep the panel with that first. Reason being is it's a good cleaner. So it'll scuff it and clean it. Say you have a blend panel. The car's been at a detail shop and they put a bunch of dressing. I'll clean the panel and then use this stuff and basically normally I sand the panel first and then I use the scuff aid afterwards, but I'll actually use this first and go around all my outlining edges, so on and so forth, and then I'll come back and sand it. That way I'm basically pre-cleaning the panel. But in this case, I'm just using this because there's a lot of areas that stick out and I don't necessarily want to burn through the paint on the mailbox. So there's a lot of raised lettering and lines. So I just gave it a light sand with some 400, which I didn't show because I got the idea to make the video afterwards. And then, I'll just scuff it. This will give a good profile. I'm pretty confident that you could just rinse this stuff off and go straight to paint without wiping it down with wax and grease remover, because it's so thorough in how it cleans. I always pretty much do it anyways, just out of habit and being thorough. But I really believe that you could probably literally just, once this is rinsed off and wiped down, you could pull up the booth and paint it. So I'll kind of rinse it out a little bit. I'm getting towards the end. I'll do it this way you guys can see a little bit. I rinsed a little too much out, so I'll put just a touch more on there, like that. The other thing I'm going to show you is one area I use this product in, which I find really helpful, is when I read there's a product called Scuff and Presta Prep is what they call it. It's the same stuff but in a bucket, and they said this product is good for cleaning and abrading plastics. So I actually use this product to scuff bumpers and stuff, and rubber parts or anything questionable. So like so. Then what I'll do is I'm going to prep these little pieces as well. And these are actually a rigid plastic. So I'm going to go ahead and scuff these as well. So, and then I'll spread a little adhesion promoter, but these are just a rigid plastic. So I'm gonna, basically this is how I'm gonna prep them for paint. So overall, this is a great product. I really like using it for a lot of different uses, but so that's pretty much how I'll do it. So I'll scuff them thoroughly, catch all the edges, and like I said, I'm going to I'll clean them and adhesion promote them. You can use Bulldog, or if you're fortunate enough to work for a shop, then you could use whatever adhesion promoter comes with your paint line, which all of them have them, plastic adhesion promoter. So that's pretty much how you do it. And I'll go ahead and rinse my Scotch-Brite out completely. And this is probably the most important step with this product, is rinsing it off. You obviously don't want to paint over this product, so I rinse all this product out of my Scotch-Brite and I go over it lightly again. Basically, what they call re-wetting the product. So I'll rinse it out real well. You guys can, hopefully you guys can see it. And essentially what I'm doing is just reactivating the product, but you don't want to let this stuff sit on the panel. After this, you could take it under, you can rinse it off with hose water, but that's probably, in my opinion, the most important step to this product is right after you get done using it, is to come back with a Scotch-Brite, reactivate it, and just lightly go over it to make sure you remove all this. It's like a gritty paste, essentially. I'll show you guys real quick. So it's kind of pasty. So essentially I just want to kind of re-wet it. That way it, otherwise you need to basically rinse this stuff off before you paint. Otherwise your paint won't stick. Well, so that's pretty much how you use this stuff. I'll take this, it's a little cold here, so I'll probably rinse this off in my sink. So that's it, rinse it off, dry it with a towel. I generally use, and I have a little clothes hanger here, but I generally use a microfiber towel. I always use these new. I don't use them laundered because they tend to cause fish eyes. So that's pretty much how you do it. Just in case you want to know the part number, this is a SEM 38398. It's prep, scuff, and clean. So that's how you use a blend prep in order to prep a panel. I will show you guys real quick. I'll wipe it off just to, so you can see how it really dulls, or hopefully you can pick it up on camera, how it dulls the surface. Use an air blower. So it really does a good job making a uniform scratch and what they call scratch profile. Makes it nice and dull. So I don't know if you can pick that up on camera, but basically it's ready to paint. So that's how you do it. Till the next one.